I am so happy to dig in. Let's get right to it because we said right early on, we're like, hey, we are confident we're not going to be able to get through everything we want to cover in one episode. But Curtis, why don't you kind of set us up so we can get to it? Let's get the gloves off and let's start throwing some jabs, and then the right hooks are going to come and watch for the uppercut.
Well, the house is burning. The house is burning, clearly, and somebody might want to say it's time to get out. And we certainly we think that it may be a prudent time to do that. And this isn't something that we obviously just came up with. There are historical links to this back to the founding fathers of this country. We've talked in the past about Thomas Jefferson and the fact that he foresaw a time when the descendants of the enslaved would not be able to be reinstituted or reincorporated into American society just because of the depth of the wounds that had been inflicted upon them, the historical understanding of what had happened to them in this country. He thought it would be a difficult, if not impossible, task to reincorporate the enslaved descendants into American society. So, he had the beginnings of a plan to repatriate that. We see later on Abe Lincoln kind of incorporating a lot of that same philosophy, adopting some of that same philosophy. And as you mentioned, the one that you might not think of is, now let's be clear, Dr. King was firmly in favor of us being able to build in America. And that was the first thing he wanted to do. He wanted us to be fully included in the citizenship here in America. But I think towards the end of his life, he was starting to realize maybe that's not really possible here. And now we're starting to see more and more, several years later, that, he might be absolutely right about that.